are doing implants, maybe you are doing cosmetic dentistry, and you need this other kind of office. Now, it doesn't matter the place. You need to have a place where you and your patients feel comfortable. The second thing is your workflow. You need workflows for different things. You need to have these maybe manuals for every area of your office, so you can have a smooth workflow. That's really, really important. But the most important thing in your office is your team. All the people you work side by side every day. You need to hire people with great attitude, so they can bring an excellent customer service. This thing here, well, maybe you think that you are providing excellent customer service, but let me tell you something. You are not the first one to meet your patient. You are not the one at the front desk. So if you think that you are bringing great customer service, maybe you are wrong, because your front desk staff, your receptionist, they might not be thinking the same way that you are. Maybe they are rude to your patients, and sometimes you can't hear what's happening on your front desk. Sorry, I have, okay. Well, it's really important that you start changing the way you think about some things. You don't charge for what you do or for what you know. You charge for the value that your service gives to your patient's life. So your patients have to value this service, the way you change their life. Maybe with a new denture, maybe with new implants, maybe with a new full set of ceramic veneers. It doesn't matter. You need to give value to everything you do. Okay, let me share you some ways to create the ultimate patient experience. That's the topic today. So the first thing, it's about first impressions. Trust is built on first impressions. And do you know how much time it took you to create a first impression on your patients or in someone else? Just 6 seconds. So you got 6 seconds to create a great first impression. Look here. Maybe you can see the guy on the right. It's the same guy that on the left, but with all these tattoos, he looks like a criminal. But on the left side, you can see this doctor, and it's the same guy. So be careful with your first impressions. Second, you need to hire the right people. Your team must be a great team that shares your values, shares your mission, your vision, whatever you want to achieve. I'm really proud about my team. This is part of my team. Great specialists, great endodontists, periodontists. Also have this pathologist. Well, I'm really proud of them, and I'm proud that I hired a great team that shares my values. Now, the third thing that you need to do is you need to define exceptional service. What's exceptional service? What takes, what is needed to take your patients and to make a face like this one? You want them to say, wow, you have been great. Everything has been great. So you need to define it. In Service Quality Institute, we have this definition, and you need to satisfy and exceed the intellectual and emotional needs of the patient and subsequently add value to them. So it's a sum of all the experiences. Yes, and the experience starts with the first contact, maybe through a website, maybe a phone call. And most of our patients, they have satisfied their intellectual need by searching over the web. Sometimes they ask Dr. Google for something, and they want a second opinion with Dr. Yahoo. So it's kind of weird because they know which email they want and what they think they know what they need in their mouths. So they have been reading, they have been receiving all this information, and that's their intellectual need. Now, the emotional need, what do they need that treatment for? They want to smile again, they want to eat properly. So we need to find out what are they looking for. Because maybe of all the information they receive, none of them is useful for them. But the most important thing is, what are you going to do to add value? Are you bringing great customer service, great customer experience, great patient experience? Is your staff qualified to provide that kind of service? Well, that's something you need to find out and define exceptional service. So let me ask you, do you think that we want satisfied patients? Well, let me tell you, I don't want satisfied patients. I don't want customer satisfaction because their satisfaction is my obligation. I want to exceed their expectations. That must be your commitment as it is mine. You need to give them more. You need to provide a great experience, something that they will share with their friends and family, and they will bring them to your practice. You need to exceed expectations. Well, also, that's when we're talking about the external customer. But there is also another customer that you need to take really good care of, and that is your internal customer. Your customer satisfaction is a direct consequence of employee satisfaction. So if your team is not satisfied, they're not going to provide a great patient experience. You need to take really good care of all the members of your team. Something really important is that you put yourself on the patient's shoes. That's called empathy. So you need to be empathic with your patients. And well, let me share you this first video. And well, this is an excerpt from a great movie, Doctor. This is one scene, and it shows you when you take the user's perspective. Let me share you a little bit about this movie. Is this doctor? He's a great doctor, really successful, with a lot of money, with a lot of patients, a great lecturer, and he was diagnosed with cancer. And he starts a journey that his patient starts through the hospital. So he starts taking all the tests that he used to ask for his patients, and he needs to eat hospital food, and he needs to lie down in a hospital bed, and he sees that that's not okay, that they're not doing a great job. So his legacy for his medical residents is to change the way they think. Let me share you. Sorry.
It's been an hour already. I'm out of here, people. Hasn't been an hour. Yeah, hi. Sorry, I kept you waiting. Good, good, good. Okay, well, can you strip naked and put on your hospital gown as quick as you can? Dr. McKee, this is a joke. I'm not laughing. Ah, here they are. Alan. Roger. Money. So, Sarah. JJ. Michael. Anything in the pizza? He's going on. Doctors, you have spent a lot of time learning the Latin names for the diseases your patients might have. Now it's time to learn something simpler about them. Patients have their own names. Sarah. Alan. Jack. They feel frightened, embarrassed, and vulnerable, and they feel sick. Most of all, they want to get better. Because of that, they put their lives in our hands. I could try to explain what that means until I'm blue in the face, but you know something that wouldn't mean a thing. And sure as hell never did to me. So, for the next 72 hours, you'll each be allocated a particular disease. You'll sleep in hospital beds, eat hospital food. Hospital food. You'll be given all the appropriate tests. Tests you will one day prescribe. Unbelievable. You are no longer doctors. You are hospital patients. So good luck. See you on my.
So, as you can see, it's really important that you put on your patient's shoes. When was the last time that you sit on your dental chair and start listening to what your patients listen or see what your patients see? Maybe sit down in your waiting area and see if you got, well, right now we're not supposed to have any magazine at all because of the pandemic, but when was the last time that you see if there was any spray paint on your ceiling or maybe this strange spot of dirt somewhere in your office? So it's really important that you do that. And remember, patients feel what the doctor said. Okay. Really important to create a patient-centered culture of service. The patient is the most important member of your practice. He is the one that pays for your rent, your scholarships, maybe your car, the food, your employee salaries. So you need to think about the patient as the most important piece of your practice. Starbucks, for example, one of their CEOs said once that they were not a coffee business serving people. They were in the business of people serving coffee. So for Starbucks, it's just an extension, like an extension from your home or your office. It's really important for them to that you have a great experience in whatever you are doing in your establishments. And well, something that Starbucks tries to attack is your feelings. And you know, when you ask for your coffee, they ask you for your name. Sometimes they don't repeat your name. They just write down whatever they hear. And if they're writing your name wrong, the first thing that they are going to do is they're going to take a picture of the cup and show to all their friends in social media, like saying, "Look, they got my name wrong." This company, Zappos, is based in the USA. And what do you think that they sell? Well, let me share you. They sell shoes. They sell clothes, but mostly shoes. And well, this is one of the best places to work in the United States. They receive all these resumes every year because a lot of people want to work with with them because they're bringing a great customer service. And Tony Hish, their CEO, says that competition can copy their website, maybe the high quality of their pictures, but something that they cannot copy is their customer service culture. That's their competitive advantage. Imagine that you maybe you don't like to buy shoes online. You, if you're a lady, you say no, it's not quite safe because maybe they don't fit, they don't look like the picture. So if you're like a size 4, well, I'm going to use our size chart here in Mexico. If you're a size 4 and maybe it doesn't fit, well, imagine that this company will send you a 3.5 and a 4.5 pair of shoes, also with your 4 size shoes, and you can uh, take them back, the ones that doesn't fit, and with no charge at all. That's a competitive advantage of this company. Well, if your business is focused on profits, you will have few patients. But if your business is focused on patients, you will have big profits. That's why I am telling you that your patient needs to be the most important part of your practice. Something really important is that you encourage open dialogue and cohesion with all your team members, with all your staff. Remember, you need to take care of your staff. And well, this picture is from one of my colleagues here in Mexico that he will be sharing with you in a couple of days, Dr. Jorge Casian. He has this great pediatric practice in Veracruz. That's about 5 hours away from Mexico City. And well, on Wednesdays, he has this Fat Wednesday thing where all their staff brings like fat food, like burgers, like, well, here in Mexico called tortas. It's just like a burger, and maybe pizza, maybe cake, and they all share. They have lunch. There is a birthday. They bring this birthday cake, and he likes to bring his staff a nice experience. He wants to share it with them. That's something you need to do as well. Well, we already talked about trust, and trust is built on first impressions, but not just first impressions. You know that your patients are going to trust you because they received good reviews about you, because they have heard about you, and you can't let that trust fall apart. You need to be trustworthy. Some ways to create trust is through contact. Let me share you. I have these cousins. They are vets, veterinarians, and well, they specialize in horses. And once they told me that people who train horses, these guys say that it's really important to uh, hold the horse with the rein with one hand and put the other hand in one part of the horse, so the horse will know where you are and they won't try to kick. That's really important. So let's compare this to your practice. Well, you need to keep in touch with the horse, and you need to develop a system in which your patients, your customers, always feel cared for, or they want to be in touch with you. That would be like a phone call, maybe an email, maybe a text message, maybe like if you congratulate them in their on their birthdays, maybe if they had a special party, maybe a wedding or something, you can always be in touch with them and ask them about their lives. You need to touch their lives. Don't be negligent with your team. I already told you, like Jorge Castian does in his practice, but you need to be, you can't be indifferent or you have a bad attitude with your team. You need to also be in touch with them. Well, here in Mexico is something that we really like to take care of everyone, and well, with my staff, I keep asking them about their families, about their trips, about what they did the last weekend. So that should be really important. Take care of your internal customer, of all your staff members. And well, we're almost done. I was supposed to have an hour, but not quite finished yet. So let me share something else with you. That is one of the most important things that I think that I can share with you. You need to be grateful, and there are different ways to be grateful. But the most important thing is that you can be grateful. You need to listen to other people's lives. I'm going to share you a video from TD Canada Trust. TD Canada is one of Service Quality International customers, and well, it is known to be the best bank worldwide. It was known to be the best bank, and they can do a lot of things, different things, and great things for their clients. And one is to open maybe 5 minutes before any other bank, and they close 10 minutes after every other bank. But their staff, their people, they are qualified to listen and to take care of their customers. Let me share you this video.
Hello there. Hi. Hi. I'm here to thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Christine. Bonjour, Karine. Bonjour. Hi, Michael. Hi. I'm ATM. You know what ATM stands for? Automated teller machine? That is correct. Normally, but today you're wrong. I'm an automated thanking machine.
Hey, look at that, buddy.
That's for you. That's on TD Canada Trust.
Thank you.
Ooh, selfie. Get my good side. There's a slot that's opening.
Oh, my goodness. Never in all my life had such a beautiful surprise.
Yeah, you've been helping your daughter out. Is that correct?
Yes.
We've got something for you, Christine. Something's about to come out there. Those are 2 piggy banks. Those are for your kids. Well, we've got a little something for you because you're a famous customer. We know you love the Jays so much. Look on the other side of me. There's another slot. It's going to open up. On the left side there, yeah. It's going to open up.
That's awesome. She's my only daughter. She has cancer and she had an operation on Tuesday.
We wanted to thank you in a very special way. There's actually a card coming out for you right there. And if you look inside each piggy bank, there's a check for $1,000 to start an RESP for each of your kids.
Woo-hoo!
Yes.
Yeah,
In that outfit. Well, the thanking's not done, Christy.
What?
Here's the thing. If you tell your kids, hey, here's an RESP, they'll be all, nah. But if you tell them you're taking them to a place like Disney.
No.
Yes, you're taking your kids to a magical place in California, Christine. I've never been able to take my kids anywhere. It's wonderful that you've been with us for so long. We get somebody who might want to talk to you for a second about that. Oh my God.
During this time, we have come to know how giving, loving, and supportive you are, especially to your daughter in Trinidad. She's a lucky woman to be able to call you mom.
So I just threw you a ball. Someday you'll be throwing me a ball. Oh my God. You'll be throwing out the first pitch. That is awesome. That is awesome. I got goosebumps right now. Actually, Dorothy, could you lean in for a second? Because I have a secret to tell you. Just lean in very close. We want you to thank her yourself. So we've got something coming out of the slot right now. Something right there for you. And those are tickets. Those are tickets to Trinidad.
Are you serious?
I am serious. You're going to go see your daughter in Trinidad.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, thank you, Dorothy.
You need to be thankful, but the most important thing is that you need to listen to your patients, listen to your customers. How did they know that whose favorite player was for this guy? Or how did they know that her daughter was sick in another country? That's because their team is really capable to listen to their customers. In Disney, there's something just alike, because they always say that you need to keep your ears open. You need to listen to their guests, to know how they have been, if they're having fun, if they don't allow children to cry, not because they don't allow it actually, but they don't want anyone to be crying. So they always look to way to bring a smile on a child's face. So, well, I'm not asking you here to give money to your patients or maybe give presents, but if you listen to them, that will be the greatest reward for them. Well, Julius is known to be one of the customer experience gurus worldwide, and he says, don't compete in price wars, compete in experience wars. That's what you need to do. You don't need to charge less or more on your patients. You need to bring them a great experience. And this quote is from one of my great teachers, one of the greatest doctors I ever met. He passed away 4 years ago, and he always said, treat your patients like a loved one. So yes, if you're treating your patients like your daughter, your wife, your husband, you will provide the best service you will be able to. Well, I want to thank you. I want to be thankful with you for listening to me today. It's been great. My experience with Delta University has been great, and I want to share this with you. Yeah, if you want to follow me on social media like Facebook, that's me. Maybe write me down an email. And well, to thank you, I want to share with you this great book. This is John Scholl. He's known as one of the customer service gurus in the United States. I'm part of service quality team here in Mexico, and well, this book is just wonderful. It's called Achieving Excellence Through Customer Service, and I want to share it share this book with you on PDF in a digital format. So if you write an email, contact me through Facebook Messenger, and give me an email address, I would really like to send it to you. And well, finally, I just want to thank again all of you. I want to thank Delta University, the organizing committee, and well, enjoy, have a great experience through the next 4 days. I know you have great speakers for the next 4 days, another 3 from Mexico, and the 4 of us, we are from the same School of Dentistry, so that's quite an honor. But you have great speakers all over the world. So thank you very much. And I don't know if there are any questions that you would like to share.
Thanks, Doctor, for this amazing lecture. Concerns should be focused on the patient service. So I think we should concentrate on patients' interview skills as eye contact, nonverbal communication, listening, unspoken issues. We can use also social media to get closer to the patient and its, but with adhere to specific recommendations to healthcare professionals about electronic communication. We should maximize comfort.
Sorry, you were saying maximizing. Okay, let me try to answer that question about electronic communications. Well, it's not the same to contact someone in person. When you meet someone, you have this physical contact, like shaking hands, and maybe you can see all the non-verbal communication, the way they move their eyes, they keep their body like crossing their arms, or you can know if they're paying attention. And that is really difficult through electronic communications. But such as in life, you need to have the way you communicate, the way you talk with an the same way. You will be able to use the same words, but try to place them on a post, maybe on an email. That's the way that you need to be, the same one that you always been. I don't know if I was able to answer that. I'm a certified community manager as well. I take care of all posts in my School of Dentistry, and well, it's this human touch that you put in that makes your customers or your possible patients that they make them feel good. I was able to answer that.
Thanks, Doctor. Sorry, another question. What are the main guidelines to deal with difficult cases?
I'm that. Can you repeat the question, please?
What are the main guidelines to deal with difficult patients?
What's the main compliance to deal with?
Difficult patients.
Sorry, maybe to write it down through the chat box. I'm not able to see the chat. Well, if there's any other question, we write it down.
What are the main guidelines to deal?
Oh, okay. The main guidelines to give. The main guidelines to give. What was the last word?
With difficult patients.
Oh, difficult patients. Oh, okay, great. Well, the main guidelines to difficult patients. Well, there's something really interesting here because you only got 60 seconds to take your patient sorry about the comparison, but to take your patient from hell to heaven. So there are only 60 seconds when you can do something. And well, the first thing is maybe you are not wrong. You might have heard that quote that says that customer is always right. But let me tell you something. Customers are not always right. They might be wrong, but they have this. They might be wrong, but if they don't feel that they are right, they are going to go to another dentist. So, well, first of all, these guidelines should be accept if something was wrong. It doesn't matter if it was your fault or some of the other team members' fault. You need to give an apology and, well, trying to find out the way that you will be able to make things right. In some companies, in some places, something really interesting is that if you can give something for free, that's not must be that must not be the most important way to try to fix something, but maybe something that doesn't cost you very much, something like maybe a dental cleaning, give them for free if you want to change something or you want to recover that patient. I hope that answers your question for difficult patients.
Thanks, doctor.
Thank you. Is there anything else? Sorry. Any other question at all?
Thank you, doctor, very much.
Thank you. I think there's an open mic, so are able to shut it down. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much for this nice lecture. And now we take a break for 30 minutes, and then return with Dr. Nabil Barakat. So see you later. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Well, in 30 minutes they will start with you. A1 انت A1 هيدي جروب تبعك. ايه
On peut pas voir le type d'avant, comment il était habillé, comment.
ما ما عيطت لك وانت عم
Et comment il était en jaquette?
في واحد من الهوست فعلا
عندنا لمعات ولا